I'm just getting the missus acclimatized to it.
Yeah, sorry about the legends. We're just waiting very calmly at this stage because like anything can happen with the situation with the game itself. There has been a technical difficulty with one streamer. They're trying to wait for it. Well, hopefully that the stream will be back in a minute. So we're being waiting for one more minute, and then hopefully we'll be ready to start the battle real soon. So until then, let's just chill out, relax with the rest of the team, and we'll just wait.
Do
Just
you,
1
any of
minute.
you actually listen to any podcasts?
Me,
Just I'm talking.
I legitimately am listening to one in the background right now.
Really, really.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's latest one.
Can
Oh,
can
really?
can your stream hear it?
No, no.
That's
I
content,
don't
man.
think. I don't think
I think
I've
we're about to
missed.
start the
I
battle
think I
shortly,
started
folks.
watching Joe Rogan on about episode 600, and I don't think I've missed one yet. And he's almost at 2,000.
Alright, legends, we got an interesting lineup here right now, and we got JC and also Solo coming swinging at it this match. So JC's cranked out the Conqueror, Kremlin, Demoy, 2 Moskvas, a Nevesky, 2 Darings, and a Vampire 2. Ohio is not mucking around on also the Solo team, also Kremlin, 3 Napolis, a Moskva, Daring, and Shimikaze and Yu Yang. Interesting lineup on the Solo team, so my friends, that it can go either way. So we have an interesting lineup for both the Solo and also the JC team, so anything can happen, legends. Good luck everybody in this battle. The hashtag KOTS for this giveaway, and there'll be a couple winners will be drawn out in the next battle after this anyway. So good luck everybody, good luck. So anyhow, we have a lot of interesting moments in this battle. So it looks like JC's actually gone out swinging with sending a destroyer and a Vesky towards the sea cap, and the Moskva coming at the rear. We got the Vampire 2 and Daring are actually going to Bravo, and so we have an interesting Moskva and Demoy Conqueror push towards A. So that's interesting. We'll see what's going on with the Solo team. Solo team has come out swinging over with the Yu Yang, heading towards over Charlie, accompanied by a Napoli, Moskva. Wait a minute. That Moskva might be having an issue. We might have a problem with a Moskva. So we'll see. Hopefully that player can come back, but Solo might be having a technical problem there. Let's see what's going on with the Napoli, and also the 2 Napolis, and also the Shimikaze, Daring, and the Haya are coming out swinging on the side. I'm triple checking in the background here to see what's going on with the match, but it looks like, yeah, I think it's unreal. Anything can happen in this match, folks. Anything can happen. So it looks like Solo is actually making a move. Oh, the Moskva on Solo team has come back in. Alright, looks like we have a good opportunity here coming in. Alright, legends, this could be an interesting match coming up, so let's just see what happens. Looks like a possibility that the JC team is actually moving in. Okay, the JC team is actually moving in over an A with a Daring, Conqueror, and Demoy move. Moskva's just hanging back. Bravo's been taken by the 2 destroyers. Charlie is basically been invaded, and looks like the Yu Yang is actually moving around the corner, so anything can happen, folks. So it's all good, so anything is hanging in there. So that's going to be a good match all around. And yeah, man, I mean, like, this is interesting. What's going to be happening? Oh, okay. The torps going all over the place on both sides. So wait a minute, there's a lot of torps going on towards the Yu Yang and Daring, but they both missed each other. Fair enough. But yeah, it's an interesting battle all round. Unreal. Okay, so the match has actually come to a bit of a stalemate. So the JC and also a few other people are actually moving to play here. So Alpha has been taken by Solo, and Bravo has been taken by JC. JC is still holding it. Bravo is being challenged. No, not Bravo. Charlie. Belay that. Charlie's been taken. A bit of a challenge between both sides here. They're fighting it over, the Yu Yang and also the Daring. So anything can happen here. Shots are fired at long range on both sides. And looks like the Moskva is actually trying to support HE fire on that Kremlin over at Charlie. So anything can happen here. Wow, this is unreal. So folks, anything can happen here. Good luck, Legends, because like anything can happen. Okay. This is like a very interesting battle, so anything can happen here. But look at this, folks. I mean, like, this battle is pretty intense. I mean, like, I don't know about you, but I'm really loving this. So it looks like an interesting battle coming over here with the gameplay. What the hell is happening here? It looks like the JC is actually making a definite push over here. Oh, okay. I can see this happening. Well, okay, let's see. Torps going in water on both sides, so I don't know about you, but this could go either way. Hey, look out. There's an interesting attack coming over here at A team. Darian's actually just hanging in there and just like, yeah, I'm just got this cruising, mate. And just taking it easy. He's just gently going to 1/4 days accelerating attack speed at full throttle, almost. Yep, he's just dumping torps towards the Daring, because he thinks he can spot him over there. Very much a good call over there. Okay, so the Daring on JC might make a move over to Alpha. Let's see what's going to happen over here, though. This is an interesting point of view, though. So anything can happen. Wait a second. I mean, like, I cannot believe what I'm seeing right here. Okay, so Bravo's being challenged by the Shimakaze at this stage. And that is a very interesting situation there, folks. I mean, like, anything can happen either way on both sides. So I know that I'm actually really enjoying what I'm seeing. But folks, this is actually fantastic. Hey, look out. There's actually a pretty good time that both sides are actually really pushing hard here. Okay. So both sides are really pushing hard on JC and also Solo over at Charlie and Bravo. And torps are going towards the Moskva, but the Moskva might take one hit. Nope, he's actually successfully dodged them. Okay, so from where I'm sitting here, folks, I mean, like, I don't know about you. The JC is really playing this cautiously over at Alpha. They basically kind of like, you know, get the feel of it and actually just hanging back. But Bravo seems to be where the action is, and also Charlie, so it could go either way. The Daring and JC is actually getting hammered by a lot of crossfire from also the Yu Yang, Kremlin, as well as the Moskva and Napoli. That's an interesting firepower combo. But look at this, JC is actually reciprocated with Vampire 2, Moskva, as well as the Kremlin, really focusing fire with the Moskva again. And Conqueror, wait a sec. Okay, this is actually a pretty cool. I mean, like, I am actually seeing an interesting crossfire happening right now. And on all directions, my friends. I don't know about you, but this is actually pretty damn awesome. Alright. Okay. So, what's happening here? Solo is moving in. Okay. Solo's moving back, but the Solo's moving in with the Yu Yang and also the Kremlin. What is the plan here, Solo? Solo has got two caps in play. This is going to be interesting. This is where it is going to be either a make or break moment for Solo to make a choice of attack here. Someone has to make the move. And basically, I want to say that I don't know where I can put my finger on it. Is it either gonna be JC? Is it gonna be Solo? I'm gonna put my money on Solo because they have been pretty good in the finals so far. Solo's actually making a push. They're actually still leading ahead of points, but the Shimakaze Yang are actually suffering some damage. The Ohio has been suffering some damage, so anything can happen here. Torps are in the water on both sides. JC's actually getting a Daring invading those Torps at this stage. The Vampire 2 is actually 5 Torps towards the Daring over an A cap. Wow, mate. I mean, like, I have no idea what to say. Anything could happen on both sides. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty damn excited. There's a lot of Torps going towards the Kremlin and at this stage from the Daring, and looks like the Torps are just... Wait a minute. The Kremlin is falling back, and that is pretty cool what he's doing. The Kremlin is falling back and is actually doing quite well, so this is fantastic. All around so far, folks, it's been pretty good. What's happening here, though? Okay. Okay, I mean, like, this is interesting though. Oh, Torps are going over to both sides. What is happening? JC Vampire 2 is creeping around the corner over towards A. I wonder if that is going to be a possibility. Let's have a look and see what's happening. He doesn't see the Daring yet. Torps are coming in from the Daring. Vampire 2 is slowing down. He sees the Torps with his hydroacoustics. Interesting. That's an interesting gameplay. The Conqueror is actually taking hard to starboard at the stage and slowing down, but he's actually focused HE fire, cross-firing on the Ohio. The Ohio and JC is Solo, I should rephrase, is actually falling back a little bit. But he's actually taking a bit of a hit on the side here. So wait a minute, the Shimakaze is actually moving hard over towards the Daring at this stage. I don't know about you, my friends, but this could be an interesting point break taker over here on both sides. I know, this is actually pretty exciting. I can see that JC is just hanging in there at this stage. Oh, my friends, I don't know about you, but this is actually pretty cool. Wait. Torps are coming in. Nope, Daring is safe on JC. Okay, he's fair enough. He's playing it cool. This is pretty cool. I mean, like, he's playing it cool. Cool as a cucumber, just not rushing in. That's fair enough. JC still holding back. Watch your gameplay, JC. Okay, come on, JC. You got a chance of the upper hand to take the fight to them. Let's see what you can do. But, interesting. Well, okay. Unreal. Torps are coming in towards the Daring.
The enemy is about to win.
Torps are coming in. And looks like the Solo team is creeping up in points at this stage. JC Torps are just, you know, like, you know, it could be anything. But yeah, this is pretty full on though. Anything can happen here. On both sides though. Wow. Anything can happen. Torps have been fired out from the Shimakaze towards the Vampire 2. And also, there's nothing going on here. What is happening? JC's not making a push. I'm you know, puzzled about that. You know, like, anything can happen here. What is happening? Okay. I mean, like, this is an interesting turn of events, my friends. I mean, like, I don't know about you, but this is an interesting push that's happening right now. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay. This is an interesting push going on here on both sides over in Alpha. Alpha's... Oh, the boy got smashed right there. What the heck? Okay, the JC Des Moines just got smashed from long range by the Napoli Ohio, one of the two, and then the Shimikaze's down in the solo team, and it looks like that JC has an opportunity to get back into the fight. Come on, let's see what's going on here. It's going to be an interesting battle over towards A. A is actually getting really intense firepower on both sides by the Des Moines and the Daring, and focusing the Daring on Solo. Solo is actually smoking himself up and is actually moving away from the JC aggressive attack vector. And the Des Moines is getting absolutely brutally hit. The Napoli is actually smashed him by the bits, and there he goes. The Des Moines of JC has been taken out of the water. I don't know about that, folks, but that is unreal. But looks like Solo is actually really, you know, bouncing back in here into this gameplay. I mean, like, I don't know about you, but this could go either way. Oh, okay. The Solo, wait a minute. Solo is actually, the Kremlin is actually kiting his torps. He's actually probably going to hit one torp over here, and he's just taking one hit, and he's still kiting from the end of Kremlin. The Kremlin actually in JC just got hit by a torp of its own from the Solo team, and from the Yu Yang by the looks of it, and so far it is actually pretty intense right this stage. Oh dear. Okay, so it is actually pretty much an intensive battle on both sides. The Kremlin is... Wait a minute. The Kremlin is getting focus fired on by the Vesky at long range there, by the JC. So there's a lot of things happening there. Looks like ACAP is in hell, taken over by JC. JC are making a comeback. Torps are in the water towards the Solo Napoli. The Napoli has managed to dodge them successfully. However, will the Ohio dodge those incoming torps? I don't know. Looks like it's pretty safe to say yes, he can. Interesting gameplay for both JC. JC has a habit of just, like, you know, hanging back and actually just, you know, ready to do a pincer movement, if you want to say it in this way, that he's actually going to go in there at some stage and just really push in hard. Anything can happen, but it is actually pretty damn cool. Just waiting to see what's happening next. Over here in Charlie, it looks like a bit of an aggressive gameplay on the JC Kremlin. The JC Kremlin's getting focus fire on by the Napoli. Those sap shells are really pouncing the hell out of that Kremlin. And it's actually pretty brutal. Oh wow, it's actually, they're smashing that Kremlin with the Napoli. Torps are going towards the Nevesky. Nevesky has fired up radar, as you can see, and he's actually trying to make a move to get onto the Napoli. The Napoli is still hanging in there. Then the Kremlin's getting focus fired on all directions, as far as the Ohio and like kilometers away over near Bravo. And also the Napoli is actually focusing fire and keeping them distracted. Torps are coming in from the rear from the Daring to try and repel the fire on the Napoli. Will the Kremlin hold the line against the aggressive sap shells? I don't know, but anything can happen. The sap secondary shells are just brutally, you know, impressive. Look at those sap shells right now. Pew, 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 pew. They're doing a great job at actually really hammering that Kremlin. That Kremlin is actually taking a brutal beating. But he's down to 1700 health, 1400, and you know what? That is actually a win to the Team JC. Team JC has taken the lead. So there you go, folks. Team JC has taken the lead. Yeah, folks, I mean, like, my thoughts about that is actually pretty impressive. I don't know about you, I was actually pretty damn impressed with everything going on. That was actually one of the interesting battles that they have actually played here. I don't know about you, but I was actually very damn impressed about that. We'll actually do the giveaway real quick, and then, you know, get you all into the next round. So stand by, and then we'll get you all out from the giveaway, and we'll just draw out the next ones real quick. And congratulations to those people. We'll draw out to the panel real sick, and we'll start the next round. Hmm. The whole gameplay was actually pretty impressive. I really was actually impressed with how JC just hang back, played at the right moment when they said, "Yep, we'll strike now." And I see that team coordination just happened at towards the last half of the game. I can see it was working out quite well. Hmm. Yes. Yeah. It looked... Yeah, gone. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair enough. Oh? Uh... Mm-hmm. I saw that. I saw that. I was wondering what happened there at one point. That's why it was a DD fight. Okay. Yeah, fight, yeah. Ah.
Visual ships for the
Yeah,
render
yeah.
here. Gone.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Done.
wow. Repeat that. Replay that
Oh.
again. Replay that again.
Is that a one shot?
I think it's I would have to
They
go back
must
to
be
the
able to
replay
support.
itself.
Yeah, no,
to check.
I remember Conqueror one-shotted him.
Conqueror,
Yep.
that's right. Conqueror.
Yeah,
I knew it was a
Conqueror
battleship.
one-
The only thing
yeah.
that was backing him up was the Conqueror, or maybe even potentially in a torp there. But yeah, it was the Daring pushed in with all his HP and
Yep.
just got one-shotted basically.
Poor soul.
Wow.
Poor soul.
And then there we go. He's dead.
Rate
How?
your KOTS experience.
So
Damn.
Bullied.
Yeah,
hypothetically speaking,
shenanigans
here,
are real. Damn.
if the Daring had lived,
Yeah.
he would have, well, at the very least, kept the points in more of an equilibrium in favor of Solo's
Yep.
side.
Mm-hmm.
Probably that would have given them enough time to kill the Kremlin, and because they were in position to counter push into 2 out of the 3 caps, I think the point swing would have actually been just enough to swing that game.
Yes.
So, don't think it was a miscall. I think it was a bit more of an RNG. It's that fickle mistress, right? RNG strikes again.
Hey,
So
Can we talk about how 2 conquerors in 2 different games on the same map have gotten like absurd luck? Can we just talk about this real quick?
Hey, it's not luck, man. One thing I've realised from casting with a KOTS expert like Wolfie is that it's not luck. Sometimes you gotta, like, you know, I feel like sometimes they push out a little bit too far, like Wolfie did when he ate those torps that time, and they just, it's not luck, man. It's just it's not RNG. It's just skill.
Yep.
They're asking if the streamers are ready.
Yeah, we're ready.
We are ready.
We're ready.
We've been ready.
Yeah,
for a couple
I
days.
lost my chat bar, so yep.
Yeah, exactly. You make your own luck, right? Like, for example, if you're in a division, you get your own div mate to be rolled out RNG and get slapped by the Conqueror whilst you farm them down.
Yeah.
There's no luck involved.
That really sounds like a Sherpa way to be, doesn't it?
I just tell it how it is, right?
Yeah.
Well, on that note,
but-
sorry, mate. We do have North up coming up next, and we do have the team swapping. So I just want to make sure everyone has accounted for Solo being on the Alpha team and JC being the Bravo.
Oh, hang on.
No,
We're
it's
out.
okay. We're all good.
It doesn't matter because we're about to jump into the game. All right, let's get it, ladies and gents.
Do it.
All right here, lady.
Okay. So, sorry about that, folks. We had a little bit of technical problem there in the background there. I know that it was interesting to see how that was working out right there. Alright, triple checking. Yep, okay, good. Sorry about that, folks. So we're back. So it looks like round 2 between JC and also Solo for this map over in North. Now, honestly, this is a bit of an interesting battle between 2 sides. And, you know, it's interesting how we're going to play this map. Honestly, between you and me, I can think that's actually interesting gameplay for both sides to move in with a different attack vector on both sides. I don't know about you, but this could happen either way. So, looks like I'm just trying to see. We got a double Kremlin, Galileo, triple Napoli, Moskva, double daring on the JC team. Solo's actually gone with a higher Kremlin, Goliath, 2 Napolis, Moskvas, and Daring Shimakaze combo. Honestly, this is actually looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. So anything can happen here. But yeah, it's all good. What's going on here? JC's actually making a move here. I don't know. JC is making a strange move here, folks. I don't know. I'm just carefully observing this. They send a daring to Bravo, but Alpha is being taken over with a Shimakaze and Napoli by Solo. JC's actually got the 2 Napolis, the Kaining over here. Anything can happen here. Torps are in the water though. Looks like a very hard push going over C. C might be where all the action is. C might be where the action is. So just hang tight. So anything can happen here. So it's going to be an interesting gameplay. I don't know, folks. I mean, like, this is actually a pretty much an interesting situation here. I'm just trying to figure out what is Solo and JC doing. It is an interesting gameplay. I can see that the JC Daring has actually reversed himself over in Bravo, which is a pretty clever tactic and is actually just holding the point right there. So he's done the right, you know, good job of doing so, and he's actually going to take Bravo Cap, so it is not being challenged at this stage. The Ohio and the Moskva on the solo team, I'm not 100% sure what is their gameplay. They're actually hanging back. Torps are going over here wide, over towards A. What is happening? What is Solo doing? Okay, Solo's got A. I can go with that. Okay, I can go. I'm going with that. Charlie is actually not being challenged yet. But there's... Oh, wait a minute. There might be a challenge here. Daring versus Daring over at the JC and Solo. They actually focus fire. Napoli has come to the rescue to focus fire on the Daring. Ooh, smoke thing done by the Solo player. JC's done the same thing. They're kiting away. Wow, this is interesting. Napoli JC is actually kiting towards the left. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? Come on. Napoli's firing a long range towards the Solo Kremlin at the moment. And okay, the Kremlin has taken some hits when taking one fire. 12's been fired from the Daring at this stage. Okay, it is interesting. So what's happened here? I don't know. I don't know. It is very, very, very strange. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not 100% sure what is going on here, folks, because that Solo is moving in but hanging back at the same time, and they're playing it cool and testing who is there over at the far side of C in the 910 line. There's no one at C, as you can see, except there's a Moskva at just the south of the island, and anything can happen there, so it could be a good radar opportunity right there. Bravo is still in play for JC to take to hang in there, so they got a Kremlin there, but there's nothing else in terms of radar ships. So looks like the Daring and also the Napoli are engaging the Goliath and Napoli on the Solo team. This is a bit of a stalemate. This is a bit of a stalemate. Okay, this is a bit of a stalemate. What's happened here? Neither side have actually made a move yet. Neither side have made a move yet, so I honestly cannot tell you. Are they going to make a move push? Are they going to make an attack? I cannot tell you. I really cannot. I think, you know, like, it's just hard to say at this point in time, to be honest with you, because like torps are coming in and nothing is really happening yet. So the Daring is actually just hanging in there. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure, because like it is a bit of an interesting turn of events here. There's a big hard push going on. A lot of torps are attacking. Okay, a lot of torps are attacking towards this Moskva originally, but the Kremlin is actually getting focus fired on by the Daring. Okay, so the Moskva is actually coming around the side, has actually decided to flank on the Kremlin, which is a good play, but I wonder if the Ohio and JC is going to make, and Solo is actually going to make a move. B cap is taken. It's still taken in play by Solo. A cap is still in the hands of JC. C is look like they're gonna have to make a push. Both sides have points, you know, pretty much neck to neck with each other right now at this stage, so anything can, you know, happen. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I mean, like, anything can happen here, folks, on both sides. I think that Solo is being flanked by the Moskva on JC. There's actually right behind him over towards C cap. Solo is actually sneaking in and dumping torps towards the Moskva with the Daring, so anything can happen here. Hydro's been fired up. Radar is not active at this stage on the Moskva, but he's taking a hit though, and here come the incoming torps. So this could be interesting gameplay here. So it could go either way, folks. I mean, like, I don't know about you, but I just think that it could be a good opportunity that either side can happen. So torps are coming in. Oh, the Moskva might get a few torps. Scrape past them. First wave. Yes, he's scraped past the second wave. No, he's taking one torp. Okay. So Kremlin is actually taking a bit of a beating. So the Daring has got C cap, which is pretty good. I mean, like, it looks like they're definitely playing this cautiously, and Solo's doing well. Solo has bounced back by taking A. Oh, spoke too soon. Solo is actually making a move with the Napoli and the Shimikaze trying to take the cap. It looks like they're focusing their, the aggressive push towards the Daring over and hiding towards A at the bottom. It looks like a very interesting gameplay for both sides here. I think it's an interesting stalemate with that Goliath in the far side. What is the deal with the with the Goliath in the far side, folks? I don't know. Is he? Oh yeah, he's keeping the Napoli distracted on the JC. Okay, fair enough. I mean, like, that will work. So basically, the Napoli is actually using his sap shells on the Daring, was detected for a little while, and now the JC Daring has gone away. A, B, and C are now into Solo. Solo is taking the lead in terms of points, and oh, the Moskva is down on C. The Moskva has gone down on C. JC is behind in points, and they just got smashed by Solo. Solo is actually making a very solid push at this point. Come on, anything can happen here. Torps coming in from the Daring towards the Kremlin, and the Kremlin, hang on, hold on to your seats. Is this going to be a ram from the Solo team? Torps going in behind the Kremlin. There's a lot of aggressive push here. The Napoli has dumped Torps as well. Anything can happen here, folks. Oh, come on. It's going to be a smashing blow. The Kremlin and JC are getting pelted, and POW! That Napoli got absolutely did the job on the Kremlin. Congratulations, Solo. Well done. What a great push there. JC is falling back. They're actually regrouping, but they're focusing fire on the Kremlin while they got the chance. The Napoli and the Daring are actually working toe to toe on that Kremlin. The Kremlin is down. The Solo Kremlin is down. I cannot believe what I'm seeing here. So, what the hell is going on? Okay, so the Napoli is really pushing hard. Yep, I can see it. I can see it definitely for sure. I can see that Napoli is really pushing hard and going around the corner here. And wait a minute. Can this be real? I don't know. Well, okay. Napoli's going down. Solo Napoli's going down. Solo Napoli has gone down by the Daring. Wow. Okay. Let's see what's going on over here over in A. That's an interesting battle going on here. Torps are going over from the Daring towards the Goliath. And looks like the Solo just lost to Kremlin and Napoli, so that's okay. I mean, like, anything can happen now. But looks like the Napoli and the Kremlin from JC are actually trying to focus fire and actually get more aggression over that way. So anything can happen. I don't know about you, but this is actually a pretty intensive fight from both sides. This is pretty interesting. I mean, like, I don't know about you, but I mean, I think anything can happen with the way this gameplay is going. So JC is actually taking an aggressive move with the Napoli going the 1-2 line. He's actually making a move while the Daring is at A's right now for JC, which they have one cap and secure. It's a bit too late, but anything can happen. They need to get some kills to actually get themselves back in the lead. Solo is taking the lead at 900 points at this stage in this match. I mean, like, at this stage they have done very well to get to where they are. They're actually holding back and playing this passively. They're saying themselves, we got the points, we just need to hold the caps and keep falling back. So the High is actually flanking over from B and towards C, and is actually unaware that the Darien and JC is there. I wonder if anything's going to happen here. Honestly, it's too soon to tell. I mean, like, anything can happen either way. I mean, like, there's one way I can say that this battle could go either way, folks. Honestly, this is pretty much an interesting battle on both sides. I'm just interested. I'm curious about, you know, what is gonna be happening here. Will actually, you know, JC make a kill of any of these ships? And at the moment, Solar is holding it like champions. They get into the next round, definitely for sure. Solar is actually done a fantastic job, and looks like JC's actually might lose the Napoli. No, the Napoli is still hanging in there. Oh, look out. Look out, folks. The Solo might lose. Not too late. And looks like that Solo has taken the lead. So that is actually an interesting match for that battle. I don't know about you, but Solo has really done a good battle 1-1 there. So we're at a tiebreaker. So, so my friends, we're at a tiebreaker between Solo and JC. I mean, like, I don't know about you, but I think it's going to be a good match in the next round. Let's go back to the panel, and then we'll draw the giveaway.
Are they allowed to do that? I thought it was only for
no, you're allowed to swap. If you've anyone that's rostered for your team, then you can swap in for any battle.
Okay, nice. And it also looks like they're actually going in chaining side as well. So they're distributing themselves back in the middle. I'll go to the Bravo team for this one. The next map will be Land of Fire, right?
Land of Fire indeed.
Yep.
Well, what did you think about that one, Wolfie? We'll go bottom left up this time.
That was a little bit more exciting than the previous game. Very surprised only 2 kills per team, but Solo definitely controlled the map there. I think they definitely did. They made up for what they did in the first battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the counter push that they did when I think it was the Kremlin started to push around the corner. There was no option but to commit, right? Like, it was like, well, we have to push now.
Congratulations, folks. Go ahead and jump in.
I think the trade, although it was 2 for 1, it kind of went the same way either way if the Kremlin got the kill or not. Even though I think it was, who was it? Was it the Napoli that got the Citadel shots on the Kremlin? Was it Sherms?
The Napoli was the Napoli's armed with slightly larger caliber guns than usual heavy cruisers, which is why at extreme close range, you can actually quite easily Citadel even a Kremlin's side armor.
Oh, really?
Yes. Little fun facts that usually is not applicable because Asia servers short range engagement range is typically 10 kilometers plus.
Yes.
15, 20, 30, 40 kilometers.
Sorry, engagement range is gun range for Asia. But
Is that within the range of the Yamato? Because that's all I tend to play on the Asian server.
I paid for 25 kilometers and I'm going to use every inch.
That's right. Spotter plane, range mod.
I mean, full disclosure, I mean, that was when I was a CC and I got the Weeb Yamato for free. So, I mean, I got to use it, right? I got to rep it. But Rev, what do you think? What do you think about that game, mate?
I actually was very damn impressed with Solo. For the first time, I mean, like, I seen Solo in action, I was pretty damn impressed. Like, I was actually puzzled for the first, 6 minutes in the match, going like, okay, somebody make a move. I'm waiting for it. I'm ready. And then I saw all of a sudden, like, Solo made a move, and I went like, okay, now is it very exciting. I was really enjoying that whole match.
Porky, I can see you biting the 2 hairs that come off that lip.
Oh, down. Mate. It was like Solo played a Vor kind of game. It was a lot of nothing, a lot of nothing, a lot of nothing, and then everything.
Yeah. Okay.
That 2 for 1 air quotes bad trade on the 9-10 line was actually like huge.
Big brain, yeah.
It was actually like Omega brain, because what that actually did is it opened up that side of the map, rather, it closed that side of the map off. Like, JC had no assets to push it. Oh, I can't. It was so good. And then that Ohio positioning in the middle was actually huge because it completely denied them. Yeah, down the Moscow, down the channel, denied the JC any ability to try and overwhelm, because he could just back up and put his turrets to bear to where the Kremlin and I believe the Napoli were.
Yeah.
And Kimmy, what do you think? Were any points in that one you thought won the game?
I think that really big push on the Charlie Cap, on the outside of Charlie Cap, really pulled that game around. I mean, I was watching those, just the amount of crossfires that were happening at that point, it was really well played. It was a tough match. It was good to watch.
And Sherps, I mean, you and I obviously cast that one together, and we know that probably the biggest thing was that kind of 10 line against the I guess the Charlie Cap. For me, it was mainly just backing pretty much off with what Porky said. I might make fun of your moustache there because mine's slightly better. But
all right.
But I definitely do agree that closing off that ability to rotate through that was the win, because in my mind, the way basically meant that they couldn't counter-react along that Charlie Cap, because it was even if he had the ability to push forward to the north and rotate back into the cap, it was too little too late, because it was 5 minutes left in the game. They had 860 points to push them to 900 points, which meant at that point there was about 45 seconds left in the game at max. So it was the ability to kind of force him to push out. In hindsight though, if they would have communicated better, knowing that there was a chance potentially to bring the game back, he should have probably pushed back in, because at that point it was almost a certain loss. Would you agree with that, Ships?
I do think so. One other thing, I'm just watching the replay right now, but I want to point out that I think the critical mistake that JC made for on their part is actually leaving the Moskva out to dry, just before the late game crept around. Yeah, I'll show you guys.
Moskva?
So JC's Moskva had originally been positioned in the island at Gulf 7.
Yeah, noticed that,
facing that side. But then they redeployed it to try and get more fire into the 9-10 line.
Yeah.
So they deployed it that way, moved it here, but they left it unsupported and redirected the Golden Lao. See how the Golden Lao is moving back towards the middle of the cap now. They basically left the point. They've shifted their front lines, and the Moskva was left in front as a sort of salient, and that obviously Solo realized this and capitalized on this effect, and then just focused him down. I think this is the linchpin which allowed them to retake all 3 caps at some point. But yeah, I think that's what started it. But the impressive thing, just kind of repeating what everyone's been saying so far, is they didn't make the same mistake. They didn't make the same mistake twice. You know, they didn't sit back and wait for JC to effectively reinforce their counter push, and they hit them when it still hurt them, when the cohesion is still down.
Yeah.
But that said, this is a best of 5 scenario. We now bring it down to a 1 apiece game. So JC will be rotating onto the Alpha side here, and the team or a Solo will be on the Bravo side. Let's have a look at the next map.
What is the next map, by the way?
Lane of Fire. Interesting to see this. I love seeing Lane of Fire. Let's see who actually elected to go